values starting at 0, finishing at get your ending value from your period, 2 pi over 3. I want you to do the averaging of get these three middle ones, see if you can do it. You do it, I'll do it, we'll compare. And then we'll talk about the ones you get wrong. Well, those aren't too bad. You should be able to come up with those on your own. If it requires a calculator, use a calculator. If you can do them in your head, that's even better. But you got to know how to do it. So let me know if you need me to go back over any one of those three. Kurt, how'd you do?
I don't know where to start.
You don't know where to start?
Like, I'm 2 pi over 3. I know how to get the other one.
Okay, you got these two? Are you? Okay, start with those two. Then you go to the middle, because this one is the middle of these two. The middle of the table is the middle of these two. Yep, 2 pi over 3. Divide by 2. Because this is a fraction, dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by a half. Yeah, if you have a fraction answer after you add, I would multiply by a half. If you got a whole number, then I divide by 2. So they're the same thing. What? Which one? This one here? Or this one? This one is 0 plus a third. What's 0 plus 1/3? Then multiply by a half. Oh, I see you added a half. Multiply. What's 1/3 times 1/2? There you go. There's the 6. Multiply, you added. That's where the 5 came from. What's 1/3 plus 2/3? 3/3 reduces down to divide by 2. There you go. Okay. Y's. Okay. Let's start with the new axis. The new axis is down 3. So I do a little dotted imaginary line for my axis. Okay, we're doing a cosine with a flip. Where are the axis values on cosine? What positions are they in down here? Do you know?
The two middle ones.
Yeah, it's the second and fourth, because it starts high, then axis, low, but so the axis values are in the second and fourth. So that will be at -3 and -3. Okay, so here's my new axis, here's like my new origin. I'm doing cosine with a flip. So what does cosine normally start with? It's max. So we got to start with a min. How far below this new axis do I have to go? 3 halves. How much is 3 halves? 1.5 below that. So what's that going to be at? What is that point? -4.5. Will I let you put a mixed number in there? Yeah. Will I let you put a decimal in there? Yeah. Will I let you put in an improper fraction? Yeah. So, -4.5. And that would be negative what as an improper fraction? If you multiply and add back to junior high, -9/2. Any one of those three I would be fine with. Okay? Then it hits the axis next. Now I'm going to the max. How far above the axis do I go? 1.5 above. That's going to be right here. Where is that at? -1.5. Which is a -3/2 or a -1.5. Then we're back at the axis, and then we finish back at the -9/2. So there's cosine. upside down. The second table. X's, just go to the opposite. How about the y values on cosine? How challenging are they?
Exact same.
They are exactly the same because it has that line of symmetry. So you don't even have to think about the cosine y values. Just copy them down again. I know. I make my points bigger though, I'm all good. I didn't hit one of them. Well, I guess I hit the bottom one. Now you ready for the last one? Or not yet? I think I can fit this on here. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go 1/2 sine x plus 1. Okay, take out your three things. Amplitude first. What's my amp? 1/2. Period? 2 pi. Because the b number here is a 1. Does this have vertical shift? What is it? The 1. I added the 1 at the end of the equation instead of at the beginning where you typically see it. And the textbook, the authors will try to trick you on that. I can add a number to the beginning or add a number to the end. It's not changing anything. It doesn't matter when I add that on. So that is vertical shift just attached to the end of the equation. Okay, that was the trick on that one. So here we go. So we are starting at 0 and finishing at the period, 2 pi. This one should not be a challenge for you. To average and get the middle. Okay, because we have that vertical shift, again, I like to start with the sketch with the new axis in, and then figure out the y's from there. So my new axis is up 1. Alright, sine pattern, where does sine start? On its axis. Where is my axis? 1. So my first, middle, and last values are all going to be 1. And now, I go maximum. How high above the axis am I going? 1/2. So what's that y value if I go up 1/2 from 1? 1.5, 1.5, or 3/2. Your pick. Back to the axis. How far below the axis am I going? 1/2, which puts me at 1/2. And then back to the axis. A little short graph. And now the other table. axes are just go the opposite. Axis values stay the same, so the first, middle, and last are all the ones. And then you knew it on the first graph with sine, your max and min just switch places. So 1/2 and then 3/2. Okay, you get to do. Stop.